Still Fayetteville, yeah, got my man in the building. What's up, man?
What's good, K.Mak? What's good, man?
Nameless Validity is his name.
Sir.
S. Dot. I got a lot of names for you because I've known you for some years now.
Yes, sir.
But you've been rapping longer than I knew that you rap. So, like, when did you start rapping?
Well, I started off like making beats and stuff. Like I made beats first. Like all through high school, I was making beats. I wasn't even rapping. I didn't start rapping till like probably I was like 21. And I still was like just recording. As far as like saying like taking it serious, probably like I say about like trying to take it serious, like probably like a little bit after that though. But I used to make beats though.
Right, and I remember you in high school. You was always fresh, had the gear, high top fades and whatnot. So you had an influence because you made sure that everybody knew that you was from New York. So you had that New York style. What rappers like influenced you from New York?
You know, it's the crazy thing, man. Everybody like every time I guess when people say, "Oh, I'm styling," they always say it's because of New York though, but it's not though. Cause I only went to school in New York for 4 years, but I started pre-K down in Fayetteville. I started kindergarten, 1st, 2nd, 3rd grade. I moved down to Fayetteville when I was 15 months old, but it just for some reason people always say, "Oh, it's New York City," but it really just
somebody influenced your style. Like I got people that I used to look up to. They didn't realize it, but when I got a little bit of change, I started dressing like my man right here. You know, my big cousin.
I think it was because like people my age, man, we didn't have YouTube back then, so it was like your favorite rapper probably.
Who was?
Like Jay-Z, people like that, like watching movies like Paid in Full, things like that, probably help influence people's style, my style. And then just like, man, you said, and probably going to New York every summer since I was a little kid had a lot to do with that too, I guess, though.
You know, this is still happening today. You know, you may do a different type of style with your music. Like, what's the process, the creative process with making the music? Like,
I like recording by myself because, like, you could do a chorus, but if it's not mixed down yet, they might give that ill look like, nah, I'm not feeling that, or
it's not a completed project.
It's not completed, so they're not really seeing like the vision, and then that energy, man, might make me doubt myself and go change my chorus and go change my idea. So I try to make all my music by myself, and then I might hit you up, hit my brother up, hey, listen to this. You feel what I'm saying?
And see, people like Pac, they actually thrived off of other people's opinions because the homies wasn't feeling it, and they would have, you know, from what I was told, I never met Pac, but they said he would have a studio full of people, Hennessy flowing, blunts going everywhere, like, you know, and that you get that feedback right then and there, and that would help him. So you saying you don't need no feedback?
I think it's like that because when he probably was doing that, he already was Tupac. But I'm pretty sure when he was with the Digital Underground, people probably didn't care about what he was doing in the studio, so he probably just got to develop his sound by himself. But like with me, I'm pretty sure like God willing, I make it to the next level. Like people gonna probably want to be in the studio session, but I'm still gonna probably be like, man, nah, man, just because I just know like I don't want to mess up my vibe how I do stuff. When I record, I'll be like dead serious. That's the only time I'll never be joking. I'll probably be in the cursing myself out when I do something wrong, but I'll be like dead serious when I'm recording. And I just like, man, so I don't really want to mess with that vibe. So I just usually be by myself when I create music, when I create beats. Because like when I started making music, it wasn't like I had a huddle with with my people, like, you know, hey yo, man, I'm about to make music. It was just like, man, I always was on computers just cause like, so I was always working on computers that when I was making music on the computers, I used to listen to Kanye West demos and stuff, so they probably think I'm listening to music. You know what I'm saying? So I'm making beats on the computer. It was like, oh, he making beats. There wasn't no big deal. Nobody, oh, let me hear it. So I always grew up with the mindset like, yo, bro, everything I'm doing, don't nobody care about what I'm doing though. Like, really, my people used to tell me turn it off. You know, so at the same time, it was like nobody ever really like stopped what they was doing to listen to my music or my beats. So I always had the mindset like, I'm not really asking nobody, you know what I'm saying? Listen to this. So it's like I had to develop my sound on my own. So that's why I kind of feel like that's the loner mindset as far as creating music. Is that like I know like as far as like if you always getting fly by yourself, it's like you gonna have some outfits that soon you ask somebody, yo man, how you like this outfit? They're gonna be like, man, I don't know, man, it's kinda risky, you might not want to wear that, but I realize like these dudes not me. They ain't gonna take the risk I'm gonna take. So like making my music, I'm pretty sure if I would ask somebody every time I do a verse, how this sound, I wouldn't develop my sound the way, you know what I'm saying, it made my ears sharper. My ears are real sharp. I know when I made a whack song. I know when I made a dope song. I know when I made a classical song. I know when I made a hot verse. But I feel like if I always depend on somebody else's ear, you know what I'm saying? I think that's the difference between a Kanye West and a regular artist, or like a Quincy Jones. Like when you believe in your sound and you believe in your taste of music, people start coming to you for your opinion.
So like I feel you. Like what I did was only allow you to do your shit, but you was on your shit. If you wasn't on your shit, that invitation would not have been extended. You know how many people I know that rap that are close friends of mine? They didn't even get the same invitation that you got because guess what? You were there. Yeah. You were on your shit. You had what I call the soul fever. Yeah. You specialized in something. You was original at it. No one else does it like you. You impacted my life with that one song. And you have exclusive relationships. Yeah. You in the building right now where other people still knocking at the door, waiting at the gate. I can't tell nobody. I can't teach nobody that. It's like if you have it or you don't. Use the example of LeBron James, who left Cleveland, went to Miami. Left Miami, went back to Cleveland. Now he's in L.A. Why? Because he knows his worth. And when you know your worth, you start moving like that. Like you know how fly you are, right? You know how good your lyrics are, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, so guess what? I know how fly I am. Honestly. I know how cool I am. Honestly. I know how confident I am. That I don't have to do what other people got to do because we got it. We found the cool. Yeah. And to how to find cool is to find yourself. I was listening to Styles P. He was talking about when you go into the booth and you're doing a collab, your job should be as a real lyricist to try to murder that person. Go as hard as you can on that verse. Yeah. How do you do that but also remain humble and learn from them?
Like when I first started rapping, like since I probably had like my content and my substance was better than people that I was rapping with, but since they was rapping longer, they probably had a better verse than mine. And there's certain people that you could tell, like, you know, people that like I had me like my homeboy B Dot, like he always was the first person rapping with me, like from my side of town, like from the north side. Like me and him was make music a lot together, and I always made music with him because like he will always, you could tell like him making music with me he was trying to encourage me to keep going. I make music with other people, you could tell they would be like, yeah, I'm gonna try to go so hard that I break this dude confidence. You know what I'm saying? He don't even want to rap no more. He gonna just want to record me. But I used to see like a difference. Like man, it's about the vibe. That's why sometimes I don't really make songs with too many people though. Especially like in the same. I'll send somebody a verse or they'll send me a verse or the beat, something like that. But like sometimes man, it be messing the vibe up though, man. Cause like instead of them thinking about trying to make a dope song that you want to listen to or he want to listen to, they just worry about making a better verse than you to the point they verse still not gonna probably better than mine, but it's like they mess with the whole vibe of the song. So
you got a lot of confidence right there. How does that play in your favor?
Because, like,
I mean, it's okay, you know.
Not like that. I'm just saying like
probably not be better than that.
It's like it just because I know like I really like I'm gonna really compete with myself most of all. I ain't gonna really try to compete with that person. I'm gonna try to make sure I compete with my last verse, and I'm just gonna follow the basic steps like my own beat. You know what I'm saying? Am I saying all my words clearly? You know what I'm saying? How my message sounding? And then after that, I'll go from there. Am I switching my flow up? Do I got the same flow throughout the verse? I'm gonna just go with my same principles at the end of the day. So like,
still remember those voice and diction drills I used to teach you guys?
Yeah, making sure you say words clear.
Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather.
I think about things like that, especially like because I'm an upcoming artist. Like if I was famous, I wouldn't even care how I say my words. I know they would say, "Oh, he said like that. He famous. That's how he wanted it said." But when you're an upcoming artist, like they critique every little thing you do, and I noticed that. So I try to make sure I just be like I'm my biggest critic anyways though when it comes to my music.
So I mean you always making music, always making moves. Is there time for love? That's life.
Yeah. I done fell in love I done fell in love a couple times, but it just like I don't know. I feel like love and being with somebody. I feel like it's like two different things. You can love somebody though, man, but you might not really feel like it's worth being with though. I feel like in this world, especially like in America, relationships though, man, a person gotta really like they gotta really like love you though to stay with you though, man, because like it's so much more the world got to offer you. That's how people think. They see other girls on Instagram that might look just as good or better than the girl you with, or girls that see dudes on Instagram that look better than the dude they with. The world always seems so promising. The grass always seems so greener that even somebody love you it might not be enough for y'all to stay together. Or they might feel like, man, you know what? They might feel like they the shit. I don't need to be with nobody. You feel me? I can find out. I'm always gonna find. So they feel like I can find somebody else. So I don't know. Like I feel like love and like commitment is two different things. Like you commit to be with somebody, when they fall off. You know what I'm saying? That's a different type of love. And I feel like that type of love people don't really have.
What mistakes did you make along the way that you know could have hindered you, but you learned from?
Just like man, I had to realize that, man, music don't got no picks. Like music don't care. Any type of dream you pursuing, you know what I'm saying, it don't matter if you had a bad day, it don't matter if you goddamn gone through something, whether you got problems with this person, whether you got your heart broken, whether you got a job or lose a job. It's like, it's no excuses. Like, you gotta stay on a course, no matter how much wind try to blow you off course, you gotta stay focused and have tunnel vision. And I think that with me, just like, it's like, I just realized when you following a dream, it's like only time moving fast is when you procrastinate or you losing focus. But when you on point, it's like it's so hard. It's like every day is so long to stay on point. It's like those are the hardest days. But when you not on point and you just not focused, a whole damn year passed. You be like, damn, I did that song a year ago, or I dropped that video a year ago, and you realize how much inconsistent the flow was because you was losing focus of what you supposed to be doing.
So I mean, anything that you need from me, you need from us. Like I said, it's all about the relationships. Favor not fair, but you got favor. You got in the building.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you see the rules we up against. I got to do what I got to do so I can be here again next week and the week after that and the week after that. So you have ASCAP or BMI. You already you got your ASCAP BMI. You getting BDS spins at other stations, and you got your campaign going strong. I say stay the course. I'm gonna see you at the top.
Yes, sir.
All right, it's gonna be like that. I mean, it takes 10 years for overnight success.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Right.
I met you 10 years ago, and we just getting our shit together.
You're honestly right.
We probably could have been doing this, but
Honestly.
it had to happen. Had to be organic.
Yes, sir.
Had to be in its right time. Because right now, we don't even want to stop.
Yeah.
Years ago, we found reasons to stop.
Yeah, honestly.
Made reasons to stop. But now, ain't no stopping. We running through walls. We going through the fire. We walking on water. Creating miracles. We doing it all.
Honestly.
So, I mean, don't stop. Because when you stop, that's when you see everybody that was running with you cross the finish line.
Honestly.